Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers, and oops, I forgot to put down the number. Yeah, we're on episode 20. Yep.
Giant lasers cannot break. Alright, camera, can you...
This is because you removed the camera badge! We'll continue that playthrough of a hand time!
Badge.
Wait, is that the I was going to say, if that was the outcome.
Crayon! Actually, can we... No.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of crayon drawing with the... Well, of course, every time the little abyss comes here, she just wants to do more crayon drawings.
Yeah.
I tried to get her to use colouring pencils, and she wasn't a fan of them being very thin.
I thought you went straight off the colour.
Yeah, I know. A lot of times it looks like I died, but I didn't. But yeah, she because she wanted to draw. I'm trying to get her to draw other things than just rainbows, because I know she
apparently used to dweller mask over here.
I know she can draw. I know she can actually write fairly well.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of challenging her to do so, and it's tricky to get her to do so at times.
Do you want to come along, or?
Yeah, sure. Let me just.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1.
Would this knock you off?
No, it shouldn't do.
But yeah, the other day I drew some Pokemon for her, which of course she asked for the pink
3,
ones.
2, 1. Oh God!
Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to do it for you. Yeah, you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go first. Still applies. Oh, right, I think
there's a wall in the way when you do so.
Yeah, I think you have to
time it. Yeah.
Time, or do it like intentionally. This is going to be awkward with co-op.
In theory, it should be easier.
No. No, that wasn't too bad.
Just a relic of us. Is there an easier way to get back? No, there isn't.
That's where we need to get.
Ah.
We have to like. No, there is not an easier way. Oh God.
I didn't even press anything.
Yeah, I cancelled mine because my brain saw like too many layers of green, so it thought you activated.
Oh no! Green screen! Too much green screen!
It thought you activated yours, so it just went full panic.
But yeah, I drew Little Abyss a bunch of pink Pokemon, and she had a fun time, and she actually did a pretty good job colouring in. You saw them the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
She liked the one she liked the look of the most when first going through was Blissey, but it was also evident she really liked Hoppip.
I'm pretty sure there's a way you can cheese this.
I never got around to drawing it though, but she also liked. It's funny because before Hoppip, she actually pointed out Skiploom first, but then saw there was also a pink version. She liked the pink version, but she actually liked Skiploom's design as well, despite not being pink. I never also got around to drawing it, but there was also Milk Tank she wanted to see drawn. Basically, if the Little Abyss was a Pokemon trainer, she'd basically be Whitney.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have a laser beam.
Okay, that is definitely a detriment more so than anything.
Yeah, it's awful.
I may
but you know, it looks cool.
No,
don't climb down the ladder, hat kid.
Yeah, I'm out of a Hat in Time trivia. I've basically said all the ones I knew of. The only other thing Hat in Time related I know of, from a brief stroll about on Tumblr. Like originally from Tumblr, the only thing I knew, Hat in Time related is they really liked the idea of, was it the Shadow guy? Snatcher adopting Hat Kid for some reason.
Yes.
Not sure why. He's kind of a villain.
And a terrible person. Oh God!
I choose death.
Wait,
what? I thought I died. What?
No.
I jumped off. I dashed off. What? I tried to kill myself. You don't know that? Oh wait, that worked. The one time I tried to die.
Wait, there was a swing. Yeah, so there was originally a third antagonist in Subcon.
I'll just teleport up to you, don't worry.
So it was going to be like a three-way war between Snatcher, Vanessa, and Moonjumper, who was the original prince.
Okay, yeah, because that was the thing that the other thing I found out about Tumblr. They been doing a lot of sort of. There seems to be this one Tumblr account which does stories of the Prince interacting with Hat Kid.
Yeah. Moonjumper had a really cool design. He was entirely 2D. He could only appear on the horizon or sky, and he was very puppet orientated.
They also downplayed Vanessa's role then, because aside from that one chapter, she doesn't really.
Yeah.
Appear. Which, to be fair, like I felt like they maybe were overly ambitious for a small indie game.
Yeah.
Despite how this feels, this is a small indie game.
I think they kind of realised that it was going to be too much.
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff you have to do with the sequel sort of thing, which will be interesting. Have they actually made another game yet?
I don't think so.
Like, not just A Hat in Time, but like any other game. Yeah. Because like Yup Games, even though they've been taking a long time to make their next big game, they've made a lot of smaller games.
I want you to try and get up here in case it does that thing where it's like waiting for player 2. If for some reason if you stand like directly next to it, it doesn't let you
double jump.
It doesn't let you jump at all. Oh no. Where did you go? I'm just gonna risk it.
It does kind of look like Hat Kid's looking around for where. Oh, kid, where you are? Where you gone? I can't see side to side with this mask on.
Yeah. So
what?
That's been happening every time we've got an hourglass here.
Oh, I guess this is leading up to the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, Moonjumper's design I really liked. I kind of prefer his design over that of Snatcher's, but I think Snatcher is easier to kind of take in as a design.
I felt like it was a little bit hard to see him at times, given the background of Subcon Forest.
Yeah, which I think works.
Right,
well, we've been that. Maybe that way. So we need blue. Sorry, I'll just do that in your teleport. But the other thing I kind of liked the look of is their original plan for the hub world wasn't the spaceship. What it was you had a...
I imagined it would have been Subcom if Tim was supposed to be the co-op ally. Because you'd have to have a way of introducing them early.
Goodbye. No. You had a blank space which had several doors in it. And each door led to a... You would be inside like an hourglass, and it would be like a diorama with set pieces from the world you're going to.
I feel that would have been... Like, on the one hand, I like how the spaceship, is Hat Kid's home. On the other hand, that sounds like an easier way to navigate which level you're going to.
Yeah. It also, this was back when it was about, like, Hat Kid basically being a time patrol officer. This is the easiest way to describe it. You had, like, some character called Tim, Lord of Time, and his imaginary friend, and he was basically her boss or something. I do think overall I kind of prefer how simple the story is that we've got is. Oh god.
I think that the what you're saying, the time patrol stuff. I think that would have gone in well with the potential idea before of it all being.
Oh, I thought I killed you.
Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna wait.
What are you stood on?
Sheer will.
You've gone full mountain goat.
The time patrol idea, I feel, like Timmy, the imaginary friend, I feel that would have worked well with the idea of it all being a story. Hat Kid saying about her childhood sort of thing.
Yeah.
The whole, it's not real, but it's based off real stuff. Which is a concept that I both like and don't like. On the one hand, I don't like the concept of, it not being real. But on the hand, I love the concept of a world being built around things from your life. The Omori thing.
Yeah.
Sort of like... My problem with Omori is that there's no good ending from the fantasy aspect. Which is a shame, because I love the concept of, basing off real-world things off it and forming a fantasy land sort of thing. And I felt it could have been a nice sort of story idea of... in Omori's concept of being able to process trauma from using that vehicle of a fantasy saying or like your imagination to process it.
Yeah.
Which I feel is an underutilized sort of aspect to approach it, rather than people just seeing it as an escapism.
Yeah.
Which, going straight on to that, the one thing I've ever seen which did kind of delve into that, no, not trauma, was Ned's Declassified.
Yeah.
They had an episode promoting the importance of being able to daydream, to be able to think through things with the thought process of daydreaming. And that was a crossover they did with Very Odd Parents.
Yeah.
And it's like something so unique I've never seen other shows really delve into much. But like, like if this world was Hack, or like with the original concept, was Hack Kids, sort of like a story of Hack Kids or thing, but it's all based off things from her actual life sort of thing. I would, I think that is a good and interesting premise.
Yeah.
Because then you can also, whilst the sad part is like, oh, it never happened. If you're basing off things that happened in, your actual life sort of thing, you can see, oh, so that is real, but it's a different interpretation. So you could actually see, so in a sense,
Silent Hill.
It did happen, but it, but not quite as you expected, sort of thing.
Like Silent Hill.
Yeah.
They're all like things from real life, just twisted and warped.
I'm still not getting over just making that connection that Infinity Train is just Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And that more people haven't pointed out. Some people are saying, Infinity Train, it's great for its therapy purposes. Is it?
Oh.
Like, only like one character really got out of it well. Most of them are horribly traumatized from the train that was supposed to cure them of therapy. Matrix.
Yeah, I can't move.
Oh. Well, oh gosh.
So you've just made me drop.
I didn't press the button.
Well, you must have, because I wasn't.
I wasn't holding it down.
I hadn't pressed it. I don't even know if I can't press it. Oh no, I can. It just...
I just quickly on the Infinity Train. The main villain of Season 3, apparently the creators joked about what his original trauma was to end up on the Infinity Train. Because he ends up, snapping, going crazy, purposely raising his numbers, so doing the complete opposite of what you're supposed to do, and becoming the main villain of the third season.
Yeah.
But the creators joked that the trauma that got him onto the train was that he failed a spelling bee and didn't want his parents to be ashamed of him, and so ran away. And and someone said, you know what? It would be horrible, but incredibly fitting that his initial trauma was such a minor thing, but that he took the lessons from the Infinity Train so badly that he became the main villain.
Oh, we can stand on these bushes. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Because it's like, they said, the train worked perfectly for Tulip to get through her trauma, but that doesn't mean that this one train can also be the perfect therapy for everyone else.
Yeah.
Because this guy just needed more of a talk than actual, abduction. Also, how many people's therapy needs them to be abducted? But yeah. So there was a freeway war going on, and I'm assuming Vanessa was more involved in the plot.
I would assume so as well.
Do you know what Timmy's part was in it then? Because I know he lived in Subcon, but...
No idea. There must be a horn somewhere for us to... Oh, it must be that.
But yeah, it does sound like they were originally trying to be overly ambitious. And
yeah, honestly, it sounds like Subcon could have just been...
an entire game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the Subcon would have worked well for what the direction they were going for, which was a very Sunshine, Banjo-Kazooie-esque platformer.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been quite nearly as cheerful.
I certainly think that what kind of helps... I thought we were heading blue, but okay. What kind of helps...
We've got to blow a horn. Okay.
what kind of helps is the fact that not all of it is open world.
Yeah.
Like, I think...
It very much feels like Sunshine, where each level is different.
I think having this as the one open world level works better.
Yeah.
Well, until apparently, from the looks of it, the Niyozaka Metro is, so...
Oh.
As mentioned, I'm not sure if I actually mentioned it in recording sort of thing, but so far of the levels, I think this is my favourite in terms of the design. I'm just not a fan of the approach, because I'm not a fan of world. Yet somehow I've been dying less in this.
Stupid.
Like, so much of this could easily just be broken up as individual levels.
Yeah, it basically is the thing. It's just got its own hub. It's just a very weird way that they did it. And it's got nothing to do with it. Okay.
I can run up it for some reason. I think because I was standing too close again.
But yeah. I mean, overall, I really like this game in general. Co-op, it's a bit of a hot mess. I mean, local co-op, it's a hot mess. Yeah, there was originally going to be, like, a handful of characters in Mafia Town as well.
I must admit, it would probably have improved Mafia Town if we actually saw a few more civilians, because it feels like they tried to undermine Mustache Girl's positioning in what she's doing. Even though in lots of other stories she would be the protagonist.
Well,
seeing more like civilians who are living.
Okay. Well, I mean, that worked.
Living under mafia, because we only saw like one or two being bullied by the mafia.
So they're scattered throughout the whole level.
Yeah, I guess we just didn't explore enough because.
No, we didn't. So, I mean, I'm going to talk about the time rifts and like the lore ones, because I don't think we're going to do them.
No, well, again, are they more interesting than, because like the conductor and the DJ Grooves one was kind of underwhelming, because like that was easy to interpret.
Well,
like, I didn't need a time rift to know that part.
Subcon Forest is showing the relationship between Vanessa and the prince and how it went downhill.
That's far more interesting.
Which was
well, we've only learned through diary entries.
Yeah, it's like you normally learn through diary entries. But okay. What
Oh.
Yeah, you did the exact same thing I did.
Yeah, it snapped on, but then it didn't seem to work.
Yeah, it started charging the laser.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm keeping it because it looks cool, damn it.
Yeah, but I also often need to grab health, so... You just tell him we're to crush hack it!
But yeah, so the reason it went downhill was he'd gone to buy flowers for her, but he was like chatting away with the lady, the flower lady, and she thought he was flirting with her. So in a fit of rage, she, went crazy.
A bit of an extreme overreaction, but okay.
Well, she is the very jealous kind anyway. There's also one from, I think, Seal the Deal.
Well, isn't that the boss rush?
It's also got a bunch of other challenge modes in it.
Okay, like, are we going to do Seal the Dildo?
I'd like
I know we're doing the Yakuza Metro, because that feels like it's naturally tied into the, like, as in it feels like part of the actual story, with how they've tied it in now.
That's weird. We'll do,
And I think Yakuza Metro is where they introduced Boat Kid, so...
Yeah.
Whilst it would be funny to just leave her as the strange random character who's like added in begging for attention, but I'm also at the same time really curious about Boat Kid, who is currently my favourite character because of things we've made up about her the entire time.
What we'll probably do is because there's also the boat world from Seal the Deal, because it had the Snatcher stuff. But okay.
I think you have to jump once, or maybe dash, because you don't have the wall bounce. So, you want me to give it a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Nah, messed up.
Damn.
Oh, so jump down, no, jump, dash, go up.
Yeah.
Then it should preserve you double jump. So rather than double jumping to it, use a dash first, because you don't have the wall bounce, so...
I think if I'd...
Or maybe dash on the second thing after you do the...
I think if I'd kept running up the wall, I'd have been... Yeah. I just had to keep running up the wall.
We were overthinking it. How did I make that?
Yeah, there's one for the seal.
Did your thing start playing the flute?
Oh no, it was a notification that I'd got a message.
Oh. I don't know why I just grabbed there. Teleports me straight into a Kamehameha.
Got two of them.
There was something here.
Yeah, it's... we collect that, it'll get us to collect palms. But I can't be bothered.
Okay.
It might lead us to a relic, I imagine. So... yeah, there's one for Seal the Deal, which shows what happened to the inhabitants of...
Mafia Town?
There is one for Mafia Town, but the Seal the Deal one is to show the inhabitants of Subcon Forest.
Mm.
And so they used to, like, live, like, pretty peacefully. But when Vanessa went into a fit of rage and did her witchcraft powers, she froze them all to death. And then Snatcher made a deal and took their souls and put them into new bodies to use them as workers. There's one for Mafia Town. There's one for...
So what is Snatcher? Is he just like the devil who decided to waltz in at this point?
He was the prince.
Oh, but I thought the prince was going to be was Moonwalker.
Originally was Moonwalker.
So, okay.
But they made it so he was the prince. And after whatever Vanessa did, he became Snatcher. But this is very claustrophobic. Mafia Town apparently used to be factory workers. And...
Feels like it's easier if we just went in. I'm not going to be able to make it from that angle.
I don't think this is even the way to go.
You know, funny enough, inside building... This reminds me of the problems I had with the co-op in platforming in the Bird Studios level.
Yeah. It's a bit too claustrophobic.
Yeah, there's
the
too many
camera
things.
is not functioning. Yeah, they used to be factory workers that got fed up of basically working overtime and not getting paid properly. Mm-hmm. So they stole a ship, left, found Mafia Town, and took it over. Mustache Girl was one of the original inhabitants of Mafia Town. And... of course, is angry about the fact that the Mafia came along, beat them all up, and took over the town.
Yeah.
And...
I'm not teleporting you for some reason.
I'm sure you'll teleport soon. And I'm pretty sure there's like one or two others. But I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we should probably end the episode.
Yep, so...
I just thought
and we'll off-screen wait until try and get me to teleport back. So,
yeah.
Cheerio, everyone!
Like, comment, subscribe for something not Hat in Time related, because I'll probably talk
about... still us playing Hat in Time!
I mean, yeah, we'll still be playing Hat in Time, but we'll talk about something else.
Yeah, I do have quite a few things to mention.
I've got...
And you have things to mention, which is weird.
I've got at least two things I want to mention, and I'll try not to take too long.
Mm.
But bye.